Experiment number 1. Okay, are these balls the same size, or does one have more clay? You think they're the same size? Okay, okay. Now what happens when I do this to one of the balls? When I flatten it like this, are these balls the same size now, or was one larger?
Larger.
You think this one's larger? Okay, okay, very good.
Alright, we're ready to start experiment number 1. So, are these balls the same size, or does one have more clay?
They're the same.
Okay, very good. Now, are these balls the same size, or is one larger?
They're still like the
By
same
larger?
mass.
Right, so they're still the same amount of clay?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Experiment number 2. So I'm going to ask, are both of these glasses of water the same, or does one have more water?
Water.
The same amount?
I think that has more.
You think this one has more water? Okay, okay. Now let's see when I do this. Okay. Now compare these two. Which one has more water, do you think? That one. Okay, very good.
Now we're ready to start experiment number 2. So, are these both the same, or does one have more water?
This one has a little more. Like a little. See, like it's like a little over.
Okay,
But basically no.
basically the same?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do these glasses have the same amount of water in them, or does one glass have more water?
They're the same.
Okay. Is there the same amount of pennies in both rows, or does one have more pennies? Did it have the same amount, or does one have more pennies?
More pennies.
You think this row has more pennies? Okay. Now I'm going to do this. Is there the same amount of pennies in both rows, or does one have more?
One has more.
You think this row has more? Okay, very good.
We're ready for experiment number 3. Is there the same amount of pennies in both rows, or does one have more?
Same.
Okay. Is there the same amount of pennies in both rows, or does one have more?
Same.
Good job.
In this line, or are there more red ones? There's more squares than red ones. Okay.
All right. We're ready for experiment number 4. Okay. Are there more squares, or are there more pink ones?
Pink ones.
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, very good.
In order from smallest to biggest, and I'm going to show you how to do it first, and then you're going to do it yourself, okay? So this, just watch. Like this, okay? So I'm going to mix them all up, and you're going to try, okay? And go. Smallest to largest. Okay, very good.
we're ready for experiment number 5. So, can you put these in order from the smallest shape to the biggest shape? So let me show you how to do it before you try it on your own. So it would be like, etc. Okay, got it? Here, let me mix them up. Okay, go ahead. Very good.